Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 4 of the FPL Community Project, and this is the biggest revamp of the fantasy team ever this year, season ever, probably ever in my life of fantasy football. Thank you so much to the comments down below. They're going to be dotted up on the screen at the moment. Yeah, big changes, because reading through the comments, 2 especially good comments explain to me where points are won and what you got to do. So I do a different fantasy football with my friends where it's a draft. Only one person can have one player. So only one of us, there's 8 of us, and only one of us has Aubameyang. Only one of us has Martial. Only one of us has Mitrovic, and etc. etc. Also, before I go any further, what do you think of the background? Like it? Don't like it? Just trying something new. Anyway, so this, and we have a slightly different scoring system. So this is slightly different to that. So thank you very much for the comments. That's the first thing I want to say and get off my chest. Next up, this is our starting 11 for week 1. First point of note that I realised I was doing wrong when I read the comments: too many people not playing in the first game week. We had De Bruyne, Bruno Fernandes, Martial not playing in the first week, maybe some others as well. Chilwell wasn't playing in the first week because of his injury. So they're gone. They're all gone. They're all gone. We get transfers. We can bring them in if we want to. We can mix things up if we want to. Second thing that was very key: don't have 2 expensive goalkeepers. So they've gone. And expensive goalkeepers aren't guaranteed points. That was a very good point made to me. It's done on, you get points for shots saved in a game. So you obviously want more people having shots at them. It's strange logic. So we've gone for... and then basically, you don't need a very strong bench. You just don't. If you've got a strong starting 11, you definitely don't need a strong bench. So this is now how we look. If we do it like that, I can get all the players in there at once. So Matt Ryan is in goal. Will be busy, but is a good shot stopper. So I like the look of that. Now, Alexander-Arnold comes in. We have 3 fullbacks as our 3 defenders. Sort of makes sense. They're going to get more assists is the word I'm looking for. They'll get more assists. So that's what we're going with. Alexander-Arnold, free kick taker, corner taker, couldn't put crosses in, got loads of assists. I'm pretty sure now I've thought about it, he should be nailed on, shouldn't he, really? He's guaranteed points. Kieran Tierney, I'm a big fan of Tierney. I think he's going to do well at Arsenal. I think he's going to get quite a lot of points. And I think he's going to get assists. I think he'll just do really well. Arsenal are looking much more solid this year. Walker-Peters, an absolute bargain. He's worth like 4.5 million, I think. So for the fact that Southampton don't have the first 3 toughest games of the season, they're up against Crystal Palace first, and he is and will be their starting right back. He ended the season getting some assists. I think it's a sort of, again, no-brainer for that price at £4.5 million. Now, midfield. De Bruyne's gone. Very good point was made that why would you pick De Bruyne if he's worth less than Salah, and he's not playing in the first game week, when you could just have Salah for the first game week against Leeds, where he's got a high chance of scoring, and then just sub him out and bring in De Bruyne if you really want him. So very well made, and I think this whole squad now looks better. So Salah in the midfield, Aubameyang, Salah v Leeds, got a good chance of scoring. Aubameyang v Fulham, good chance of scoring. Ward-Prowse comes in, again, set pieces. He takes, I think he occasionally takes penalties if Danny Ings isn't on the pitch. He takes corners, he takes free kicks. There's a chance of assists and occasional goals. Ward-Prowse is in. And Heung-min Son comes in as well, goal-scoring midfielder for Spurs. That, I'm very happy with that midfield. And there's always the potential of taking someone out and bringing in Bruno Fernandes with a little bit of a shift around if we want him in after game week 1, because he's not playing game week 1. So I'm very happy with the midfield. And then up front, Timo Werner against Brighton. Done well in pre-season for Chelsea. Looks pretty lively, pretty good. I think he's going to score some goals. Mitrovic, because if Fulham score, it's more than likely going to have to go through Mitrovic, and we have a weird love for him on the channel. And Chris Wood from Burnley is still here. Now, I don't know. I will do one more of these on Friday morning when I wake up in Singapore. So I need your comments before that. Do we sacrifice Wood for a cheap striker and upgrade Mitrovic? So do we get a cheaper striker than Chris Wood and upgrade Mitrovic so we have a pretty good double strike force? I'm going to leave that up to you. But I do want your... It's only a very short video today because it wasn't meant to happen. But there were such good comments I had to change the team up. I want your comments. I want you to let me know what you think about this team. Is it better? Is it worse? Am I getting it right? are we doing it right? It's a community project, so I will take the blame, but I will also impart blame on you guys. But yeah, and then the bench is just very weak. The cheapest goalkeeper in the game for Button from West Brom, who is listed as their only goalkeeper, I think, in the game. Alzat, who actually did play a fair bit for Brighton as a sub last year, so could, you never know, get some random points. Mitchell, as a defender, is actually rated quite highly in defence at Crystal Palace. I think he's sort of earmarked as like the next Wan-Bissaka from Crystal Palace. So again, may potentially play and get some points. And Luke Ayling at Leeds is best defender, attacking, right wing back or right back, generally can get some points. So yeah, I think I'm happy with the team. I'm happy with how it looks. I think I've taken all the suggestions on board and made the right changes, but it's up to you guys to let me know what you think. Obviously, we are weakened in goal, but Ryan does save a lot of shots, so could potentially get us a lot of points. I think the defence is good. If not outstanding, the defence is good and solid, and there are assists in there, definitely. Midfield is where our strength lies. I think we've got goals and assists for Son, we've got assists for Ward-Prowse, we've got goals in Aubameyang, goals and assists for Salah, more goals and assists, but goals for Salah. Up front, Werner's the standout striker. Wood will score for Burnley. He will score for Burnley, and he will get a minimum of 8 or 9 goals this season, potentially double figures. And Mitrovic will score for Fulham. It's just that he's hot-headed. He's hot-headed. Potential of red cards. He's a bit violent. He's a bit inconsistent. But if Fulham score, it's likely going to be Mitrovic. So this is a short, 7-8 minute video. Let me know what you think. Let me know down below. I'm very keen to get your opinion on it. This is probably the most excited I've been about official Premier League fantasy football ever. So thank you for that. And let's keep this going throughout the season as much as we can. And yeah, let me know. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.